The number one thing that makes us men is that we're doers. We got to do things. And I think a lot of people, they're not doers. So when you're talking about building habits of masculinity, when you're talking about building habits of manhood, when they're talking about building habits to become more masculine, becoming the man that you really want to be, you have to be a fucking doer, right? You got to be a freaking doer. See what I'm saying? If you say you're going to go to the gym, the habit you need to start forming is actually getting your behind up and going. You have to actually mean what you say and then follow through, because a man is only as good as his word. A man is only as good as what he does. So if I say I'm going to record a YouTube video every day and I'm going to drop a YouTube video every day for you guys, then that's something that I have to do. That's my standard. That's what I have to do. And I have to be a doer. I can't complain about it. I can't cry about it. I set the contract with myself. I got to fulfill it. Doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter if I'm tired today. Those things don't matter. What matters is that it gets done. Are you trying to get things done, or are you just trying to talk about it? You want to see the habits that make you more masculine, the habits that make you a better man. Do what the hell you say you're going to do, right? If you're in a relationship and you set boundaries and she disrespected you, whoever you're dating disrespected you, and you told them if they disrespect you again, you know, you're going to have to look for another relationship with somebody else, because this ain't going to work. But then you accept them, and you accept them, and you accept the disrespect, you accept the nonsense. They're not going to take you serious. They're going to keep walking all over you. Manhood is standing by your word. If you didn't know that, now you know it. You got to stand by your word. Because if you don't stand by your word, if you don't stand for what you believe in, you're going to fall for anything. And people are going to look at you and say, he's not serious. But when you stand by your word, people are going to look at you and say, oh, he is serious. He's not playing around. He means what he says. And that's really the essence of masculinity. I mean, I could tell you guys so many other things you can do, like going to the gym and working out and putting on muscles, but muscles doesn't make you a man. I could tell you guys to go out here and date and talk to girls or get a girlfriend, but that doesn't make you a man either. I could tell you guys to, you know, make a ton of money, make a shit ton of money. Money's important, but money doesn't make you a man either. So now that we're sitting here thinking about, okay, what makes us a man, what doesn't make us a man, I think we're starting to realize something. We're starting to realize, oh, I am who I say I am. It goes back to your voice. It goes back to what you say. It goes back to what you believe. It goes back to how you talk about yourself. It goes back to how you talk about others. It goes back to what you think. So a man thinketh, he becomes. I think, therefore I am. Right? Right? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with him. With who? Was with God. Even God, his essence, boils back down to his language, his words. Let there be light, and there was light. You think it's any different for you? Let there be success, and you better work towards that success. You see how simple it is, bro? That's what it means to be a man. Let there be success, and you work towards that success. Let there be muscles, and you go to the gym every day to acquire those muscles. Yeah, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of working for what we have in this world. You want to build more habits to be masculine? Start working for the things that you want. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Oh, I just want to get it off my chest. I just want to, okay, formulate solutions. How can this be better? Because problems are always going to arise. Problems, they come and they go, and they come and they go. They come and they go. You can't get rid of problems. You just have to become a better problem solver. That's all it is. You have to become a better problem solver. And you do that by, let's not even complain. Let's just get to work. Let's just lock in. Let's just focus on the grind. Let's focus on what we got to do. Because really, that's all we could do is just focus on what we got to do. But when you complain and you waste time and you're not really focused and you're not really disciplined and you sitting here complaining and it's everybody else's fault for your life, nah. Habits to be more masculine, take accountability. Take accountability. You got to be accountable for your life. You can't complain about your life, and you have to be accountable for your life. You have to be accountable for the life that you have. You got to be accountable for the life that you live. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple. If you're not where you want to be in life right now, that's on you. Is there other factors that come into play? Yeah, sure. But if we can't change those other factors, then why are we sitting here talking about it? What can we do? Factors and all. Good and all, bad and all. What can we do to make the most out of our life? The discipline and the consistency and the drive, it has to be there. It has to be there. You signed up for it. You signed up for it. So put the work in. You know, what are the habits? What are the habits? You know where you're lacking in your life. Take charge, you know, take responsibility and say, you know, let me get better at this. Ask your closest friends, what can you work on? What can you get better at? If they tell you communication skills, then you need to brush up on your communication skills. Maybe you need to work on your confidence. If you need to work on your confidence, go and talk to more people. Go outside and just talk to more people. You'll realize that people are really just human, right? Habits to formulate masculinity. The root and the essence of masculinity is being purposeful. What is your purpose? You're born for a reason. Did you know that? Look up the definition of born. It's going to say you are skilled in a specific task. To be skilled in a specific task. That's what it means to be born. It's like that quote. You're born for this, right? So when we're talking about that, it's like, okay, what are you born for? What you here for? What are you alive for? What are you doing this for? What are you waking up for? What are we doing? What are we doing this for? What are we doing this for? What are we working for? What are we working towards? What's your purpose? What's your why? Start journaling, right? Start journaling. You got to journal so you know your thoughts. You got to journal so you know what's in your mind. You have to journal. You have to journal. You have to journal. You know, I got a relationship with God, man. Talk to the Lord, man. Talk to God, man. Build a relationship with God, man. Talk to God, bro. Talk to God, man. Give your problems to God, bro. Let him solve it with you. Invite him into your life. Invite him into the equation of everything that you do. There's a lot of things we could do to be more masculine. There's a lot of things we could do to be more masculine. You know, you can eat more protein, go to the gym more, you know, you could talk to all these girls. But what is that going to do for your soul? What is that actually going to do to fulfill you? I could give you those tips, but that's not the main enchilada. The main enchilada is be a man of your word and be realistic with yourself. If you fat, you fat. You need to say, okay, I don't want to look like this no more. How can I change it? Real talk. Real talk. Feelings aside. How can I change it? How can I be better? Come on, man. Y'all not ready for this conversation, are you? How can you be better? You just got to be real with yourself. You got to be consistent in your efforts. You got to be consistent with your work. You got to be driven. You got to be purposeful. You got to believe. You know, you have to believe. You got to believe. You got to believe in yourself. You got to have faith in yourself and your abilities. Because as men, we got to make this happen, bro. Nobody going to make it happen for us. We got to make it happen. Can't nobody do the work for us. We're the ones that got to show up. We're the ones that have to put in the work. It's us. It's us. We're the ones that have to do that. Nobody else can do that for us. You know, habits of being a more masculine man, habits of manhood, habits that you need to practice. And do more. Show up for yourself more. Do more. Do more. Part of life, part of being a man is about experience. Experience life by doing the hard things. Don't run away from it. Approach it. Approach the struggle, the hustle, the consistency, the discipline. You got to approach it. You got to work towards it. You got to go for it. I think y'all run away from it. I think y'all get scared of it. Can't get scared of it. You got to go for it. Okay, life is hard. So what? Okay, life is difficult. So what? Go for these things. Go for what's hard. Don't go for what's easy, because it's the hard things in life. They are so sweet. It's going to feel so much sweeter that you actually did it. You're going to feel so much better about yourself because you actually took a chance. You actually did the harder right. You did what you needed to do. You put the work in. You consistent. You all that. You all that. But you got to earn it. Nothing's going to be given to us, especially as men, bro. You know, society don't really give a damn about us, bro. Nothing's going to be given to us, man. We got to earn everything, bro. Every little thing we got to earn. So go out there and earn it. Okay. I love y'all, man. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.